everyone. This is Brittany from BKs DOORable Designs, and welcome. I want to talk to y'all today a little bit about copyrights. It's a very sensitive subject, and in the door hanger painting artist industry, it can be a little tricky. And there's lots of suggestions and ideas, and I'm not perfect. I'm not going to say that exactly what I'm going to tell you is always right, but I've done some research on it. I had a lot of stuff printed out. Now I can't find it to actually talk to you from law perspective. But this is such a requested conversation among our artist groups that I just thought there's other people out there that are be interested in it, and then just knowing guidelines. And these are the guidelines I follow for my business. And like I said, I'm probably not perfect. I'm probably not always right. And if there's someone out there that has a law degree in this, y'all hit me up. Let's chat about it. I'm always interested in learning more about it. I do want to give a huge quick shout out to my adorable little door hanger right here. That's my little wall art. My friend Regina at Kitchen Confetti, Kish, Kistch, and Confetti. She painted for me, and I just love it, and I think she's so cute. So she's now my little hangout buddy in my office. And I may change that out throughout the seasons, when it's not winter, but right now she's so cute, and she's my little mascot, so I love her. But today, I think the important part is to the conversation. So if something I say is confusing, ask a question in the comments. I do check my comments on YouTube and Facebook. I'm recording this as a Facebook video, but it's not like a Facebook Live. So I won't see real-time comments. And then I'm going to upload it to my YouTube channel. But if you have questions, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said, I'm not perfect. This is just something kind of that I've learned a little bit about the last 4 years doing this and working with other artists, and a lot of what the big artists expect. Some don't care. Some you can go in and copy their work. They will never say anything. They will never be bothered by it. They look at it as sharing is caring. And when we were in kindergarten, it definitely was, but we're grown adults now, and sometimes sharing is stealing. Especially if what you're sharing is not yours. So there's so many various facets to this. So I'm gonna, like I said, I had notes and now I can't find them, and today's a holiday, so I'm oh, perfect time. I'm off work. I can sit down and record videos, and I don't have all my notes. But let's talk about if you buy a template from an artist. This person sketches this design, they create this design, it's an original design that they've thought of, they sketch it out, and they provide you a template. Now you purchase that via Etsy or their website or Facebook, or you just say, hey girl, I really love that, can I send you $7, $5, $3, $20 to have the rights to that design? So you may not need the physical template, okay? So for instance, here's a template. Now this is a Chasing Rue design, and I love her stuff. And this is, I actually have the door hanger painted over there, but I purchased this template, okay? Purchased it from her Etsy, I believe. Cut it, taped it together. But by purchasing the template, I also purchased the copyrights to sell the painted design. I did not purchase the copyrights to sell this image or this template to anybody else. So I purchased this, I believe it was $7 from Chasing Rue, and I can paint that on something. That's kind of how I judge it. If you were hand painting with a paintbrush, you can paint that design on wood, on canvas, on a shirt, on your bathroom wall if you want to, if you're hand painting it. Now it gets tricky because if you want to sublimate that with a laser printer, not a laser cutter, a laser printer, then you need to purchase a different file. Some creators provide that. It's called a sublimation file, and some creators do not. Some don't want you laser printing like Hobby Lobby does, where they can produce in mass 800 copies at a time. Okay, you're paying $7 for this copyright. You're not, like, they're not expecting you or wanting you to go mass produce their item to Hobby Lobby. So if you can paint it with a paintbrush, it's fair game if you purchase that copyright. If you want to put it on a t-shirt, if you want to, like I said, laser print something, you need to purchase the sublimation design, which is usually a separate listing. And then if you want to, I'm trying to think, like, if you, so we went over the fact you can't sell this design. You can't go and sell this printed template or the image. Like, I can't put it in my Etsy shop for another $7 and sell this design. But I have the copyright to sell the painted door hanger. So when I finish that door hanger, I've painted it, I put a bow on it, I can sell that physical item using this template. Now, sometimes I don't need the template. Sometimes I can look at a design and I can paint it without a physical template. So I'll show you, this is one of them. And this is from Leela Lane, and it is just the cutest. I'm actually going to be painting this live, so you can look for it on my YouTube channel. I'm going to paint this live here in just a little bit, and it's so cute. It's a cute little Easter design, but it's just some basic circles and a bunny, okay? I can trace that out. I don't need an actual physical template to do that, but I paid $7 for this, for the image, as much as I paid $7 for this, the physical 24-inch door hanger. And that is because I wanted the copyright to print and sell, or to paint and sell this, okay? So while I don't need the physical template, I don't need a physical circle, 24-inch circle template, I wanted the rights. So I purchased this the same way I purchased the watermelon, and I will just sketch this in. I'll sketch the bunny in for myself. So I didn't need the actual template. And that's another thing, you can print the image. Like, if you want to buy one, you just print the image on a piece of paper, and then you have it as like a reference guide, save it to your phone, you can look at your phone. But I like to print mine out because it gives me like a good color reference. Here's another one. So for this one, I did not purchase the template. I did not pay $7 for this, and this is why. Because I purchased the blank, and the blank is on the other side of the room. Oh! And it's too much to get up out of this chair and walk around, and I mess up all my lights. But I purchased the blank, and what the blank looks like, I was trying to find another example. Okay, hold on. Here's one that I got close by. So this is a blank. This is a blank of one of my tree toppers from this Christmas. So this is pre-cut for me. It's got laser cutting. I don't have a laser machine, so anything with like this black edge, I did not cut. That means I purchased it from my supplier, Home Creations Milling and Signing, Signage. Love them. So I purchased this blank, okay? When I purchased the blank from a reputable place, and I can give you a list of places that are not, but we're not going to be petty, but you can reach out to me privately and I will happily tell you who not to buy from. But if you need blanks, Home Creations Milling and Signage, look them up on Facebook. Their website is hcmands, MANDS.com. And they're reputable. I know them in person. They're wonderful. They're from Alabama. Turnaround time is so quick. You will get your order. They're not going to scam you. They are amazing, and they do amazing work, and I stand by them and their quality of work. So when I purchase a blank, I don't have to go and purchase that template or that copyright from the artist, because the artist has given permission, if you use a reputable source, a reputable cutting place, they've given them the license and the copyright to sell the blanks. Okay, so can be a little tricky. Now, if I buy this blank, or let's say the blank for this one, okay, because I bought the blank for this design. It's over there. I'm painting it, which is why it's over there. And I get it and I paint it and it sells. I sell one of them. And I'm like, you know what? I think I can cut that myself. I think I can cut that design and do it myself. Then I need to go to the artist. And in this case, this design is Queen of My Castle Designs. I cut off the name here when I was printing. But Queen of My Castle Design, she's my go-to. I buy everything from her. Then I will need to go to Queen of My Castle Designs on her Etsy and buy the template and copyright from her if I cut that design myself. I hope that makes sense. So there's the template, so you need the template. You purchase the copyright and the template to paint. Then you can purchase the template and the copyright. You get the template and you don't need it. You just like stick it in your little memory box. But you can use the image as a guideline to paint. And then you purchase a blank. You don't have to purchase the copyright at that point. But if you want to sell more without repurchasing the blank, then you would need to purchase that copyright, because the price of your blank includes the price of a portion of that copyright that they use to purchase from the maker, okay, from the creator, the designer. So that's where you really have to make sure that when you're buying blanks, you're buying from a reputable source, because a lot of these places will steal designs from artists. They'll go on their Etsy's and Facebooks and things like that, and they'll replicate their designs and sell it as a blank, but they never purchased or were given permission to use that design from the original artist. And if you purchase that blank, say, let me just think of my Wayward Whimsy, okay? Say you see a design on this unnamed cutting place, and they're very popular and everybody, love them. Like, well, if you look close, most people don't, but they're always doing lives, they're always promoting things. You're like, yeah, buy from us. Oh my God, look at all our blanks. We've got them for half the price of other places. You see a design that was Wayward Whimsies, and you're like, oh my God, I loved that little like lucky St. Patrick's Day design that she did. And this place has that blank for half the price that like Home Creations would have it. That should be a red flag, because all their pricing should be roughly the same. And if they're offering it at a discounted price, it's probably because they don't have the right to do it. So I would reach out to Wayward Whimsy at that point, and I would say, hey, Bethany, did you give blank the right to sell this design as a blank? And if she says no, then you know, no bueno. Now, if you're like, hey, I don't really care, I'm just wanting a good cheap deal on this blank, they got an awesome sale going on, I'm gonna like order 6 of these, you are now liable for breaking and violating that copyright law. And so even if you don't know, even if you don't realize that that person never purchased the copyright and they didn't have the right to sell it, if you then purchase that blank, you have now also committed a copyright infringement. It probably isn't going to be that big of a deal, like as far as like, oh, we're going to like take you to court and sue you and you're going to lose your whole business. Unless it's Disney or SEC, or like a major like place that copyrights things. Like if you're out there purchasing Grinches, Disney sees that Grinch that you painted and you go back and you say, well, I ordered it from so-and-so, and they're gonna be like, I don't care, join the lawsuit, you know, because you were responsible for being a grown adult and knowing the law. And so that's what I'm here to try to explain, that yeah, your basic artist probably isn't going to make a big stink about it, but they're going to remember it. They're going to be like, hey, that girl, she paints my designs, and I know she bought that blank from so-and-so, but that person did not like purchase that for me. And there are reputable milling people out there that are cutting blanks and they're doing the right thing. But most of the big names in this business have partnered with Home Creations. And so, you know, if you're purchasing from Home Creations, you are getting a good blank, good customer service, a good product, and actual copyright to paint them. So that's just super important, and that's something to think about in this business. You want to be as reputable in this business as like the big names, because the minute you're not, then you tarnish your own reputation. And you may sell 100 of a design, but when you tarnish your reputation within this industry, it ain't pretty. It ain't good. You're going to have people come after you. And it's not a good look. And as the admin for Tiff's Template Tribe, which is Queen of My Castle Designs, Tiffany Hewitt Hill, I work with her on Tiff's Template Tribe, and I'm her virtual admin. And we stress this point like to not ad nauseum in there, because we want every person to know, like, we take it seriously and we expect better of our members, and we expect better of the community as a whole. And we don't want to teach y'all wrong. And then you get into another group and you're like, well, Brittany said that was okay. Brittany said as long as I changed 80% of the design, it was okay. Or Brittany said as long as I did 20%. I didn't, I won't, and I won't ever like agree with that statement. And it's one reason I don't design. Like, I do not design blanks because I'm terrible at it. Like, I'm not a drawer. I've admitted my, flaws in that area, and I will purchase every template and blank I can get my hands on. I have stacks and stacks of blanks that I've bought from Home Creations that I've yet to paint. I am in template groups and I don't use half the templates, but I'll do it. I want to support our other artists and friends. And I want the resources, and I want to make sure that I do everything above board and legally. And it's a tax write-off. Okay. Every blank you purchase and every template you purchase is a business expense, and it's a tax write-off. So, be smart about what you purchase. Like, don't just go purchase everything if you know it's not your vibe, it's not your style, you're not going to paint that. Even if like Mary Sue paints and sells 100 of them, if you know that's not your customer base, then don't buy it. Like, just know who you are as an artist and celebrate that. And if you are making your own templates, I encourage it. I love that. I need more of you because, like I said, I can't do it. But be careful. Be careful about taking someone else's design and like tweaking it and calling it yours. It's one thing to take a design and tweak it and as a door hanger, like a painted door hanger. Like, say with this one, okay? Say I didn't buy this template, okay? I know how to make a template. I know how to take an image and make a template without purchasing the template. I mean, I made this template with the image, okay? But I bought it first. But most templates aren't going to come in color. They're going to come in black and white, and I like a colored template. So I take the image and create my own template. Pretty much all of us can do that. But say I didn't purchase the copyright. I didn't purchase the $7 template or whatever. And I just went and created my own. And I was like, you know what? This is really cute, but I'm going to take the middle part out. Okay. And I'm going to bring this down here, and I'm just going to paint this bottom part and this part. It's against the wall. This image is still her image. She created this vibe, this feeling, this general thing. Okay. I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to write Home Sweet Home. I'm going to write Welcome. Still her design. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to do the black and white around the edge. I'm just going to do green and red. Still hers. I just realized I cut off the thing right there. That's why that didn't line up. That's weird. Okay. So you get what I'm saying? Like, tweaking something does not make it yours. It does not make it a design that you made and created to sell another template of. Now, I'm just talking about templates here. Now, if I purchase this template, okay, I purchased it, $7, and I want to take this middle part out, and I want to bring this down, and I want to paint just this and this, okay? And I want to sell a door hanger that's just this and this. That's fine. I can do that because I purchased the copyrights for the whole thing, okay? And I can tweak it however I want. I can not add this part. I can just do this part. I could just do the top two. I can paint this watermelon a rainbow if I want. I don't have to follow this perfect because I've purchased the template, but that is for the painted door hanger or the painted canvas or the painted wall in my bathroom, okay? That is not for a t-shirt. I can't change this up and print it on a t-shirt, okay? There's just different rules, okay? So think, if I purchase the template, great, I'm on track. I can do whatever I want to with that template once I purchase it to create a door hanger. I cannot do whatever I want if I do not purchase that template. If I purchase that template, I don't have room to touch that design. I don't have permission to touch that design in any way and paint it in any way. Now, yes, I can paint a watermelon and I can paint it like a watermelon slice. Okay, no, we're not going to claim copyrights on a watermelon slice, but that stacked watermelon vibe, the way she did it, is creative. It is hers. When I see it, I know that is a Chasing Rue design, okay? So think about, if I looked at that, if I designed something and I looked at it, would I know whose design that went with? And if it's a yes, don't do it. Think of something else. Come up with something creative. You can see this and you can say, oh my God, that's such a cute concept. I'm going to do it with lemons. Go do it with lemons. As long as no one else has done stacked lemons, go for it because it's a cute idea and I love it, which is why I purchased this one. But don't do watermelons, you know, or just, you can do like the watermelon, like the center watermelon if you wanted to, but you need to change it up. Okay. Don't do the black and white border. Do like, you know, zigzags, do black, seeds everywhere. Like, actually change it up so that when I see that, I don't think of her stacked watermelon and I just plucked this center part out of it. I hope that makes sense. Same with this design, okay? If I wanted to change this design up to be mine, I can do that to paint a door hanger, okay? I can change the umbrella color. I can move my beach ball over to here. I don't have to do the birds. I can put whatever words I want. I can give my palm tree 6 leaves. I can put a hammock in here. I can put a cruise ship in the ocean, but I can't sell the template for it. I can't put a cruise ship in the back here and then call this design mine and sell it as a template. So I think that's where we've got to like understand this, like, it's her design. This is Tiffany's design and I can change it up however I want to. Once I purchase the template or the blank, because in this case I purchased the blank, so I can, you know, change up, add a cruise ship in the back if I want. But I can't make my own template from that design because it's still her overall design, okay? Now, yes, I could go create a beach scene, okay? And I can put some of these same elements in there, but maybe I don't make my sky like, you know, this, like pretty, and maybe I don't do the black and white border around it. Maybe my palm tree shaped differently. There's another one of Tiffany's designs that's similar to this. It's got this, literally, it's got a pail, a beach ball, an umbrella, a palm tree, but it's different. It's like a different design. And if, say, she created that one and then someone else came and created this, that's 2 separate things. It's not like her sands down here. I don't have that template out or I would show y'all. But that's just what I'm saying. Like, there's ways to like change things up to make it your own. Then there's ways that you know you're copying someone. And so that's all like in the door hanger community. That's sharing ideas and stuff. So if you hear someone tell you, oh girl, it's fine, as long as you change 20% of it or you just change that color, you're good. Don't trust that person because that person is lying to you and they're doing the same things, committing copyright infringement. And if you've got someone in your mind when I say that, you know who they are and you know not to trust their judgment. And it's a sad day when you have to come to that realization. But we see it all the time. And unfortunately, a lot of things happen behind the scenes. A lot of conversations happen behind the scenes. where these girls are getting in trouble. They're copying, and then they're having a big name artist contact them and say, you stole my design and you need to take that down. Some have, you know, been potential like lawsuit candidates. And it's scary, and we don't want that for the people that follow me or that are in Tribe or that I know in this business, or for any of you. I don't want that. I don't want someone to come to you one day and threaten a lawsuit or scare the bejesus out of you because you've done something wrong or you've crossed the line. Now, if it's an innocent mistake and you honestly didn't know who it was or where it was, things like that. So just be aware. One of the big things, and as I'm talking, I'm thinking of more things to talk about, so I may kind of jump around. But to mention Disney, SEC, NFL, here she comes again. She's having a moment. Hold on, let me fix my light here so she don't collapse on our noggins. All I need is for her to knock over all this paint water. They will find you, they will catch you, and they will sue you. They don't care. They're not messing around, and they got the money to do it. So if you're doing a door hanger and you make it very Auburn colors, you got an eagle on there, you say War Eagle, you say Roll Tide, you say Go Dogs, the SEC will come for you. If you're painting Grinches, everybody does it, except for me. I don't, although I might next year, but I'm not. I'm just kidding. And they find out, you're in trouble. So I tell everybody, and this is the way that we approach this in Tribe too, we will never offer those designs. And if you do it with caution. And do it with the understanding that they could report you to Etsy if you're on Etsy, and Etsy can shut your whole business down. They can, one violation, they may not even give you a warning. Now they probably will, and they could if you're not a repeat violator or anything like that. But they can literally just shut your shop down and you lose everything, because Disney don't play. Disney, if they find you, you're in trouble. So you proceed with caution. You take that risk when it comes to things that are copyrighted, movies, music. Those things are heavily copyrighted. There's specific phrases and names you can't ever use. Things that are kind of stupid. Like, honestly, a lot of things. I sold 31 bags for a lot of years ago, and we had a list of things that we could not personalize because they were copyrighted. Boy mom was copyrighted. The phrase boy mom cannot be personalized on anything, which is crazy because you see it all the time and you're like, what? That's like, how do you copyright that? But someone did. Someone went and copyrighted that phrase, and they have the legal rights to that phrase. As far as sports and things like that, you can purchase like copyrights. So some people that may sell like Georgia Bulldogs stuff, or Alabama, Roll Tide, whatever. You can purchase licensing agreements through the university. They are usually hecka expensive, and they're usually for 1 year, and you have to renew them every single year, and it's for one design each. So if you submit this, okay, pretend this is an Alabama sign. If you present this to them and you say, this is the design I want to paint, and I want to purchase a license to sell 100 door hangers of these in the next year, you cannot change a single thing. You can't change a color. You can't change a wording. You can't change a position of anything. If you submit it to them for a licensing agreement, it has to be painted exactly the same way every single time. So if someone purchases it and you submit it to Alabama with Roll Tide, and then the Smith family wants one, and she wants it to say the Smiths, too bad, gotta say Roll Tide. So that's something very important to think about when doing licensing. It can be a good profit, and it's the legal way to do it. But sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes you're not going to sell enough to compensate you for that licensing agreement. And sometimes you will. You've got to know your audience. You've got to know that you can't make changes, and it doesn't give you the license to sell any Alabama design you want the whole year. It's that one very specific design. If you want to do more, you have to purchase a separate licensing for it. Because I looked into it years ago, and I was like, no thanks, that's a lot. There are some ways around it. Knowing what's copyrighted and what's not, you can get that from their websites, like the Alabama Athletics, Auburn Athletics. That's just, I live in Alabama, so it's all Alabama, Auburn. So check out your local like colleges or whatever you want, and they should have like copyright trademark words, phrases. So as long as you're not using those, you can kind of skirt around it. But if it becomes too obvious that that's what you're promoting, and you can get in trouble for it. So just be aware. What was one of the other things? I knew I would forget it. I should have made me some notes. I mean, I had notes. Copyrights. It was important too. You know, frankly, I'm just looking at how cute I look in this camera, and I'm distracted by my gorgeousness. This hair's a little flat though. It's all right. She slept on it last night. What are some other things? I feel like there is. I know y'all are gonna have questions. Ask me lots of questions. That always helps like jog my memory, but then I like for things to be in the video, which is why I wanted to do this with my notes so I didn't forget anything. But here we are forgetting what we wanted to talk about. Let me see if I can log on to Facebook. I don't know why Facebook's different on every single thing. So we're different here on, I'm gonna go look and see, topics? No. Where's the guides? There they are. I'll look in Tribe and see if we've had any questions here that I can probably answer. Because we usually have a bunch of questions in here, and then I like to have, and I'll answer, Tiffany will answer, other people will answer. I wish I was kind of doing this live now so that I could get questions, because there's always questions about this topic. Oh, copyright law. Okay. Okay. So this was, this is always a question. If the artist doesn't purchase a copyright, is their work still copyrighted? Because a lot of people will tell you, well, there's no way she purchased a copyright for that design, so it's yours to use. It's yours, you know, she didn't go file a legal copyright with her judge or whatever. So this is an interesting thing. I found it on artbusiness.com. I found this like years ago. According to the United States copyright law, and quoting from copyright.gov, so that's a good resource. Go look there, copyright.gov. Your art is considered copyright protected the moment it is created and fixed in a tangible form that is perceptible either directly or with the aid of a machine or device. So your art is automatically copyrighted. The minute you put pen to paper, pen to iPad, paintbrush to door hanger, your work is copyrighted. So if you create something unique and you don't want to offer a template for it, there's one of my besties in this business. She has incredible designs. She takes stuff, like she'll buy a template and she will tweak it and she will change it to where it is not recognizable as like the original person's design. Like she's incredible. And I'm like, you can sell that. Like you have tweaked it and changed it enough to where like nobody would ever recognize that's Tiffany's work or Bethany's work. And she don't want to. She doesn't want to sell anything that she does. And that is her choice. When she paints it, it becomes copyrighted to her. Now, if she was to go, or anybody who owns a copyright, I guarantee you Sarah at Chasing Rue didn't go copyright and protect this design at her courthouse or wherever you go. And if she did, all that would do is give her the legal right, if she sued you and won, that you would pay her lawyer fees. So the only thing that a filed copyright does in this case is protect that person from having to pay the legal fees. So if they have a copyright filed on file for every design they've ever done and you break that copyright and they take you to court and the judge says, yep, you copyrighted, then you pay their legal fees. But they can take you to court and they can pay their own legal fees without having a copyright, like a legal copyright, because their art is protected. And then you would have to pay whatever the judge decides, and they would just pay their own legal fees. So that's really the only distinguishing fact there that a lot of people don't understand, that you do not have to go when it comes to art and printed work. You can write a book and that book is copyrighted to you, and nobody else can write that book or write those words or combination of those words and sell it as their own. And if they do, you can take them to court. Now, most people who write a book are going to file a legal copyright, because if someone tries to replicate their work, they are probably going to make millions and billions, and they want them to pay those legal fees. But most of your artists are not going to go down to their courthouse and file a legal copyright on every single design they ever do. It does not mean that they are not copyright protected, and they are. And so that's like a super important thing to note. And I'm glad that I found that, because that was like really the whole point of the video. So yes, your art is automatically copyrighted. For you. So that's nice. But also keep that in mind if you're trying to. Okay. So I think that's all. I think that was the big thing I was missing. So I'm glad I figured that out. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I can talk for days. Y'all know my videos are long. So probably y'all already tuned out and done. Like, whatever, bye. Yeah. So, thanks, guys. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you're more aware and educated. I'm not claiming that I know it all. I'm not claiming that everything I said is legal or perfect. I'm just saying, in my research, what I've done, that's what I've learned. That's what we teach our girls in our groups. And what I want y'all to know about being safe and doing the right thing and providing valuable door hangers and templates and being a good human being. So go support your local artist or your fellow artists. They don't have to be local. Go on Etsy, search for door hanger templates, and support the heck out of these girls developing these templates, because they're amazing and they're worth it. And yeah, just do the right thing. And if you feel uneasy about it, don't do it. Don't trace coloring book pages. Don't pull clip art and trace clip art. Now, you can use it in some instances. Like I pulled a circle to make my, just like a basic circle template, because I use this a lot and I just needed like good edges. That's fine. You know, you're just using it as a circle. Go do that. If you need a basic kind of bunny shape, go find you a bunny clip art, but change that up. Make that bunny unique to something that you're doing. And you're going to get in more trouble trying to sell templates of something than necessarily painting something that's like a clip art. But people know. People know when you're tracing clip art and it looks bad. And when I started, that's what I did. Like, I didn't know any better. There wasn't, at the time when I started painting, because I'm not a drawer, I've already told y'all, there was not a mass template buzz right now. There were not these girls creating these templates like there are now, and there just wasn't many options, you know, aside from one group I was in that had 3 templates a month. There wasn't much else, or 4 templates a month anyways. So yeah, I found clip art and I traced it, and there's still certain things I do that I'll find like a generic clip art, stuff like that, but it's for friends. Oh, that's another thing, finding more and more things. Anything you do that you don't sell, you can do it. It's fine. If you're painting something for your own door, for your mama's door, your bestie's door, for a birthday present, a baby shower, that person's not paying you for, you can do anything you want. So it's when you sell it that's the problem. So keep that in mind, that if you're just doing something for yourself, if you're wanting to paint a mural in your bathroom, like, you don't have to purchase the template, but it's recommended that you do, because it's just good manners, I guess. But yeah, if you're painting something for yourself, if you're wanting to paint a door hanger for a coworker who's like getting married, you can do that. You can go find a design that you like and paint that one, but don't ever post it for sale. I wouldn't post it on your shop being like, look what I painted, it's so cute, because even if you didn't sell it, it's coming across like you sold it, and then the original artist could see it and be like, that don't look like her work, that looks like my work, and then they get upset. And we just want copacetic, happy template makers, because we don't want them to stop making them. We don't want them to be so frustrated and be like, I'm not selling my work anymore, because they're just ripping it off. So anyways, be mindful, be smart, be educated, do your own research, and do the right thing. And that's all I can encourage you to do today. And I hope y'all have a super blessed day, whatever day it is that you're watching this. Please like this video. I know it's so stupid and generic, but this will be on YouTube, and twirling my paintbrush around, and I would just love the support. Leave me a comment. I read all the comments. I will answer my questions, hopefully, as long as YouTube notifies me. Sometimes they don't even notify me, but questions, let me know your questions, and if I don't know the answer, I'll try to find the answer, and we'll grow as a community. So I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It's getting dark. I probably need to go figure out dinner, and then I'm gonna paint this cutie. So y'all be looking for the live of this, because we're gonna get it painted right after this. So bye guys, y'all have a great one. I'll see you next time.